Behind the Roar, the official podcast of West Tigers.
Well, hello and welcome to episode 62 of Behind the Roar, the official podcast of West Tigers, where we give it to you straight and where we learn more about the people and the stories behind this great club. On this week's episode, we talk to West Players Tiger number 287, Reuben Porter, who at the age of 27 made his NRL debut against the Dragons back in round 14 this season. Behind the Roar is proudly sponsored by Pro Wrestling Australia. Well, after 8 seasons in the New South Wales Cup, Reuben had almost given up on his NRL dream. That was, of course, until he got a phone call or a tap on the shoulder, probably more like it, by Benji Marshall back in June. Rubes, welcome to Behind the Roar. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So you've played, I think 8 games now in first grade.
Yeah.
How have you adjusted? How have you enjoyed it? How are you enjoying your first sort of season in the top grade?
No, it's been good. I think I've said this a couple of times, but it sort of feels like a dream a bit still. I still can't really believe it at times, but I'm sort of slowly getting used to it. Family are too as well, but just getting into training and trying to work every day. That's probably the main thing at the moment.
Loving it?
Yeah, it's the best.
How's the body?
No, good. Getting there towards the back end of the season, so a couple of niggles, but all good. Before
we dive in, Rube, about your story, because we've spoken about this before, but it is a story, I think, of resilience, of perseverance, of belief, never given up. So we'll chat about a whole heap of stuff. Before we do, just a bit of club news we'll roll through firstly. We are gearing up for a really big weekend this weekend at Campbelltown Sports Stadium. So there's 4 games inside. I think I work it out as 27 or 28 hour period. We've got the triple header on Saturday against South Sydney Rabbitohs. So first up is the Flag, then we've got New South Wales Cup, and then the NRL game kicks off at 7:35 p.m. So a really, really big day. In terms of the NRL team news, not a lot of changes to the side. Luke Laulili, though, he's back on deck. He was out with the HIA. Aiden Caesar copped that knock to the knee, but has been given the green light. So he's good to go again in the halves. So as I say, first up is the Flag on Saturday. That's a 3:30 kickoff. They're coming off a narrow loss to the Knights last weekend. New South Wales Cup, they are coming off a really, really good win against the Knights last weekend at McDonald Jones Stadium. So well done to Aaron Payne and the boys. They're up against the Bunnies. That match kicks off at 5:15 p.m. on Saturday night. And then, as I say, it is showtime against the Bunnies, 7:35 p.m. kickoff. It's also on again on Sunday. So our NRL girls, that's round 4, so they are still without a win. They take on the Parramatta Eels. That's just after 6:10 p.m. kickoff on Sunday. So please do get there if you can. I know it's a big weekend of rugby league. Not great news for the girls. Kezzy Apps, that knee injury last weekend, and Harmony Crichton, it was only her 3rd NRLW game. She's done an ACL, so she's certainly gone for the season. So disappointing for those 2 players. I know Noddy will keep the girls upbeat. It will provide another opportunity for some other players to come in. I urge you to get there if you can on Sunday to watch the NRLW. If you want to extend your West Tigers and your footy through until next week, you can stream on Monday night. Yeah, Monday night at Homebush. West Tigers are up against also Parramatta Eels. That's in the Harvey Norman Women's Premiership. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff, I think, and you can stream that. Just check out the New South Wales Rugby League website. You'll be able to watch the girls in action there. Now, also, I did mention last week our 25-year anniversary dinner, which is on Friday, the 23rd of August, so it's rapidly approaching. Thanks again to Pro Wrestling Australia. We have one table of 10, which is being auctioned off. So the tables retail for $2,000 a piece, but if you'd like to place your bid, you can do that now. Simply go to the Raw Store. Go therawstore.com.au/auctions, and you'll see all the details there. So if you want to place a bid, all proceeds will go to West Tigers in Power, our new community arm. And as I say, there's loads of past players will be in attendance at that dinner. The likes of Taniela Tuiaki, Keith Galloway, Bronson Harrison, Dean Hallertau, Dean Hallertau, Bryce Gibbs, John Hopewadi, plenty more as well. Scando, of course, Cherry Mesher, the list goes on. So bidding for that, if you do want to place a bid, closes on at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the 21st of August. Alrighty then, let's get into it, Rubes. So how this works, okay? How this works, it's pretty simple. We'll have a set of 6 so we get to know a bit more about you, your story.
Sweet.
We'll talk more in depth in the chunk of the podcast, and then at the back end, got a thing called turnbuckle time. What's that?
Sounds
Glad you asked. It's a quick quiz. Okay, we'll get you up on the ropes. Yeah, and we'll throw a few questions at you. It's not too difficult.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's get into it. There is the whistle. First set of 6. First tackle. Then, tell us a bit more about yourself. Firstly, your background. New Zealand born, and then you moved out here at what sort of age?
So born in New Zealand, Wellington. Grew up in Wellington until I was about, I think, 11. Moved up to Auckland, did like my high school years there at Mount Albert Grammar. Mum is Cookie and Dad's Māori. Moved over here when I was about 17, so I signed with the Roosters, and then sort of did my juniors through there, and haven't moved back since, and I love it over here in Australia.
Family life, big family, small family? Tell us about
Nah, pretty small. So there's only me and my little sister. A lot of cousins though, typical sort of island family, a lot of cousins. And I sort of grew around a lot of my cousins in Wellington, and then when I went to Auckland, same thing, but I had a lot of friends up there too.
Tackle 3 then, hit up 3. Your junior footy, where was that?
So juniors in Auckland, I was a Te Aratu Rooster. That was my junior club.
Was Ice there as well?
Yes, Ice was there. Te Aratu Rooster. That's my junior club.
And so, tackle 3, you've just broken out of tackle. I'm continuing with tackle 3. How did you end up going to the Roosters? Did they scout you? How did that happen?
How did that even happen? So I think I just got scouted from like a sort of rep competition. And just from there I got picked up and moved over to Oz. When I was 17, played SG ball in 20s there. Yeah,
nice. And you haven't looked back?
Yeah.
What about away from footy? What's Rubes like to get up to?
I enjoy watching basketball, actually. That's probably a bit of a hobby of mine.
There's a few basketball boys
I think
in the team.
It's a good sport. And I think you just follow the players. That's the main thing, you know.
Who's you got a team?
The Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah, so my favourite players, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. A lot of the boys love their basketball.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Dreamy's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good. We actually played a bit of basketball today.
Did you?
Yeah, no.
How do you go?
I'm all right. Not the
greatest. It's one of those one sport I just could never get into. I mean, I haven't got the height, but
I don't know why. I think it's just the
I don't know.
I think you're attracted to the players like LeBron James and stuff.
You
like
can't
that.
touch, right?
Nah, it's a skill set too. I think that helps.
Yeah, I haven't got the skill.
Yeah, no,
that's probably why. That's probably why I stayed away from it. So away from footy, right, Rube? So you were playing a lot of New South Wales Cup, as I said, 7 or 8 years, but obviously you had to supplement that income. What trade have you got? How'd you get by?
So I was doing my electrical apprenticeship for a bit there, but sort of while I was playing Cup when I first started, I was still sort of in like the first grade system.
Yeah.
So I sort of did a couple courses here and there. But I think the last year I sort of focused on, okay, I'm going to, do electrical work. And I was actually just supposed to start my study again. And that was the week in the electrical, but then I got the call to debut that actual week, my first class back. So it was kind of like, oh, geez.
Just put it on hold. That's
what it was. It was pretty much like, all right, well, you only debut once. So it was
Yeah, sorry, can't come to today's lecture.
No, exactly right.
TAFE. Yeah, no, Benji's called me up. Sorry, yeah, I'm going to Wollongong.
Yeah, that was pretty much the convo, and they were like, what?
Yeah.
Didn't even know I played footy.
There you go. And you said, I'm getting off the track a little bit, I remember you saying when you made your debut, and you told some of your workmates about, but they weren't really into footy.
They're not really into footy. They sort of don't understand it. They were kind of thinking like, so what, do you just need one day off? Or like,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I need the whole week.
Yeah. A huge moment in your life. Tackle 6, this is the last one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I need favourite food, music, and holiday destination.
Favourite food.
Timmy was
That's
on last
tough.
week, and he's just like Taco Tim. They're calling him now.
Oh,
Johansson. Yeah.
yeah, tacos.
Every day.
No, I'm not a taco dude. I do love like a good steak, to be honest. But like,
How do you have it?
Medium rare. of
Right.
course, yeah.
Medium rare. Yeah.
More rare side.
True.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I do love a steak. My
You
missus
like the blood
hates
just
it though.
pouring out of it.
Missus hates it because I'll eat steak every night. I swear, like.
Like my kids like it. Yeah, but nah.
Yeah,
No, gotta
could eat steak
I
every
can't have
night.
blood coming out of it.
Nah, yeah, I'm fresh off the bone.
Good.
So,
What are we talking? We're talking
Scotch
fillet.
Scotch fillet.
Bit of fat, bit of
Yeah,
marble.
bit of marble. Yeah, no, it's
Beautiful.
good. That's
All
probably
right.
my go-to if we want to cook
that's
something.
Easy. What with? Are we talking mash? Are we talking
Yeah,
chips?
mash, chips, sweet potato chips.
Sweet potato chips.
Yeah, I'm a sweet potato chips guy, and maybe like eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah, eggs, steak
Full-on
and eggs.
protein, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love a
Like
good
it.
eggs and a little salad,
A little
bit.
greens. Yeah.
Just for the looks.
Yeah, just yeah. A garnish.
Yeah.
Right. Are you into your music?
Yeah.
What's the go-to there?
Like I'm pretty like basic. I like
Yeah, me too.
whatever's good at the time, I guess. Like actually, I was looking at my Spotify. Like I think 046. I think they like the Tigers too. They're one of my go-tos as well.
Okay.
Yeah, the 046 boys. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm a big fan of their stuff.
Nice. There you
Yeah.
go. Shout out.
Yeah.
Right. What about a holiday destination? You don't have had to have been there. Somewhere you might like to go
I've been to Hawaii once, and that was a really good holiday. Yeah.
by yourself.
No,
40 tour
went with the missus.
with the missus.
Yeah, it was
Can't keep calling her the missus. What's her name?
Emily, my
Emily.
partner. Sorry,
Oh,
she
yeah,
always
Emily.
gets angry at me for doing that too.
Well, there you go.
No,
Not surprised.
Yeah,
Emily.
yeah. So me and
Nice.
Emily went.
Is she Kiwi?
Yes, half Kiwi, half Aussie.
Yep.
Yeah,
Did you meet her out here or back?
yeah. I met her over here. So
Nice.
yeah, I was 21, so we we're both same age.
Can I ask where you met?
Nightclub.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
The old traditional
Yeah.
way.
Was
So you looked across the room, spotted each other.
Yeah, kind of.
Were you on the dance floor?
Nah, I think I went up and talked to her. I think I might have I think actually one of my mates asked for her
work.
number.
Oh,
and then
you cut his
I cut his grass, yeah.
Well done.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember who that was? One of your Roosters mates, was it?
Yeah. No, yeah. I won't name
Oh, it doesn't matter. Now he's history.
Yeah.
3-year-old.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
no, exactly.
Life's good.
He's still one of my good mates too. So no, it's
Old-fashioned way of
no, for
boy
sure.
meets girl.
Hard out, yeah.
Good. Well
I
done
think
you.
about it, yeah.
Righto. Hey, that's the end of the set of six.
Our proud partners, Pro Wrestling Australia, are the premier wrestling show in the country, with their home base smack bang in the southwest of Sydney at Campbelltown. High-flying action, PWA superstars, tables, chairs, the whole kitchen sink. Get yourself ringside at one of their upcoming shows. For more info, head to the website, prowrestlingaustralia.com.au.
Let's talk a bit of footy, shall we, mate? So more about your debut, and I guess it came as a bit of a shock to you.
Yeah.
What do you remember most about that? I know we got heavily beaten down there in Wollongong, so it was, I guess, a bittersweet moment for you.
Yeah, I think just the warm up. I think like just running out, I was just like I couldn't really believe it. Warming up, really nervous. Seeing my family and stuff on the sideline. That was I think it was more the week like leading up to it, like just training with the boys. Captains around, getting the jersey and stuff. It was like pretty surreal. That was probably the main thing. Yeah.
So then fast forward a bit, and then we have so after that big loss, we have back-to-back wins against the Titans and the Raiders. So how did that feel?
That was crazy, especially that Titans game. I think like winning at Leichhardt, like the boys were talking about it, and they just said like it's gonna be like it'll go off, and when we won, it was a mad feeling.
I bet.
Yeah, it was.
And then you go to Campbelltown and absolutely smash the Raiders. Can you? What was? Can I rewind just back ahead of the Dragons game? What was Benji's instructions? Can you remember?
He sort of just said, "Look, come up here. Like it's going to be tough, difficult, but he just wanted me to sort of play my style of footy and just focus on my job. That was the main thing. Focus on my job. Do what I have to do, and let the footy come to me. Don't try and force anything, but just stay focused."
Yeah, keep it simple.
Exactly.
Your story then, Reuben, it's as I say, it is one of perseverance, right? So 7 or 8 seasons playing reserve grade.
Yeah.
You're now 27. There must have been times where you probably had given up or not?
Yeah, a lot. Honestly, there was a lot of times, especially I think the first sort of time was during the COVID period. You know, I was just down in Canberra, got released sort of during that COVID period, and kind of was stuck. You know, wasn't playing footy for 6-7 months, and you know, just sort of looking around at my partner like, oh, what do we do? So we decided to move up to Queensland, play some footy up there. But I wasn't really sort of chasing, you know, to play NRL when I was up in Q Cup. It was more just sort of a lifestyle change. So I wouldn't say I'd given up. Like in the back of my head, I sort of knew I wanted to keep going, but I kind of put on like a front to like my partner. I to Emily, just like, look, I'm not, you know, I'm more focused on family, you know, trying to obviously get better financially and stuff like that. But I think coming back down, and I owe a lot to the North Sydney Bears because I played New South Wales Cup with them last year, and we had a pretty good year, made the grand final and stuff. And I think I had a pretty good year because I was playing with my mates again. A lot of those boys were sort of, I played, you know, SG ball and 20s with. So, you know, you play your best footy when you're playing with your mates and having fun.
So if I'm reading between the lines, while there was that burning desire still within, you probably had given up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
On the NRL
and I think I had to sort of put on a front to my family, so they thought that I was focusing more on, you know, family life and work and stuff like that. But I just knew in the back of my head that I was like lying. You know, I wanted to chase this dream for so long.
Well, we'll talk about how you came to West Tigers in the pre-season. If we just go back a bit. So you started at the Roosters, and I've had a look at it. There seems to have been a few barriers for you wherever you went. The Roosters had a really good team when you were there, right? I think they made the grand final.
Yes, they won the grand final.
Yeah, that would have been
that was 2018. That was my
Then you go to the Raiders, right? A year or two later. They had a pretty good team too. I think they made the grand final. So there's another roadblock, and then we go ahead the next year or year after, and the next roadblock is COVID.
Yes. So it was.
So while you made your NRL debut later than most, I can sort of understand why it may have come a bit later, right?
Yeah, it was obviously the Roosters. That team was stacked, you know, and I knew I wasn't probably going to get a run there. It was just that team was, you know, focused on winning, and I was still young. I was pretty raw. And then at Canberra, I think I got injured halfway through the year, which probably didn't help too.
The Achilles?
Yes. And then, and I was playing some pretty good footy there. I was pretty hopeful, and then just, you know, it didn't go my way. But, you know, I learnt a lot from those clubs, especially the boys. I'm still close with a lot of those boys now, and they're good mates, and, you know, I think things happen for a reason.
What's been the most challenging aspect, Rube, for you for stepping up from New South Wales Cup to NRL, do you think?
Speed, definitely. And then I think just attention to detail. That's sort of the main thing, like making sure you're switched on the whole game. Staying focused, because, you know, you make one mistake and then, you know, something happens. You know, you just got to make sure you're focused the whole time. That's what I've, you know, come to realise too. The
processes you guys talk about. It's about everyone doing their job, attention to minute detail.
Yes, exactly.
And you know, if you miss your job in that, you miss your assignment in that one tackle, in that set of six.
Domino effect. And that's what I've definitely
so quickly things can turn.
And that's what I've noticed, like, whereas in Cup you can sort of, you know, you take time off here, you know, relax there. Nah, not in first grade. You're just relentless. The whole game you have to be on.
So Cook Islands, I mean, you proudly represent the Cook Islands. So that's on your mother's side.
Yes.
Made your debut, I think, 27, and then you played in the 22 World Cup?
Yes, 22 World Cup over in England. That was that was good. It was good fun over there. We got one win, but, you know, it wasn't the result that we wanted against Tonga and PNG.
I imagine most of those guys probably would have had NRL experience in that team.
Yes, a lot of the boys did.
But you didn't.
Yeah, we had quite a few actually. I think most of the boys that actually played would have played NRL, but we still had a fairly young squad.
Yeah,
I think, and I think last year in our Pacific Championship we had a young squad again, and hopefully a lot of the boys come back for this year.
Yeah, you keen to go again in the Pac Champs?
Definitely. Been trying to talk to a couple of the boys, and
let's go.
Yeah, a couple of the older boys to come play, and hopefully they do. But obviously, tough time end of the year, niggles and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly.
What does it mean to you to be when you represent Cook Islands?
It means a lot. I think I'm representing my family. So most of my family that are Cook Island are from Wellington. So, I mean, they live there, but they're obviously from the Cook Islands. But for them, it's so important that I can give back, especially to the community, the Cook Island community as well. It's massive, and, you know, it's important for my mother. You know, that's her side of the family, and I want to represent it well. And, you know, now that I've played some first grade, hopefully I can, you know, do some stuff for the local community in the Cook Islands too, and help them out. You know, and people that are sort of chasing the same dream, young kids, like myself back then, and hopefully I can sort of influence them.
We know that the influence of Polynesian players in the NRL, it's been growing for a number of years, and I'm sure will continue to grow. It's sort of a two-way question here. That then obviously does help build the game in those specific nations, right?
Sure.
And equally, a stronger Pacific Nations tournament has a positive effect on the NRL, right?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely, you know, there's a lot of boys that play NRL that are Cook Islands, or that are from the Cook Islands, and family that are from there. So I think it's, you know, hopefully we can get the boys to come play at the end of the year, and, you know, I think it'll do a lot of good work for the community of the Cook Islands and the young kids back home that are wanting to play NRL one day. And if we can get as many boys as possible, that'll be massive, I think. And we can probably see a change. You know, you've seen what Tonga and Samoa have done. And, you know, we're a pretty small island, but I think, you know, we've got some pretty big names too that could play, and hopefully they do.
Nice. Best thing about playing NRL?
Oh, best thing about playing NRL?
Or the full-time training and then the
I
facilities?
think it's the full-time training.
The massages?
Yeah, that helps to get the body right. Jeez, probably not going to work after the game. After the game, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a tough carry. But best thing, I think just seeing my family proud. Yeah, that's probably the best thing, I reckon.
That's nice. Tell me, any advice you'd give to anyone else sort of in their mid-20s or even their later 20s that, like you, had burning desires one day to play NRL and maybe thought that they had that opportunity had passed them by?
This is I get asked this quite a lot. I think just actually enjoy playing footy, because I think for like a moment there when I was sort of chasing the dream, I wasn't enjoying playing. I sort of treated it like a job, but you just got to play every game and enjoy it. I think that's the main thing. And then when you start enjoying it, you start playing your best footy. That's what I've sort of realised. When I'm enjoying playing footy, I play my best footy. So yeah, that would be my advice, I reckon. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the whole journey, because it goes by so quick too. Yeah,
Mate, that's great advice.
Yeah.
I think it applies to anything in life.
I think so too, yeah.
Our proud partners, Pro Wrestling Australia, are the premier wrestling show in the country, with their home base smack bang in the southwest of Sydney at Campbelltown. High-flying action, PWA superstars, tables, chairs, the whole kitchen sink. Get yourself ringside at one of their upcoming shows. For more info, head to the website, prowrestlingaustralia.com.au.
Rube, do you know what time it is?
The turnbuckle.
That's it.
Yeah.
My friend, it is turnbuckle time, all right? So we're going to put your grey matter to the test, all right? So, Rube, there's 6 questions, 4 points each. Okay, 6 times 4 is?
24.
Thank you.
Oh,
and there's a bonus question.
That's testing me.
There's a bonus question worth 1 point. So maximum score, 24 plus 1 would be?
What? Sorry? 24 plus 25?
Correct. So we're in our 25th year.
I was still rattled from 6 times 4. I was thinking, fuck,
don't worry about that. No,
I'm going to teach my son times
guests,
tables soon. Then I'm...
No. I do that with my kids and they don't know their times. They don't teach them anymore, times tables. No, that's the first question I throw at most guests and it rattles a few of them.
Yeah, no,
but it's easy, right? Okay. So your max score, Rube, is 25. And if you
25.
get that, 25 out of 25, it's a very good chance you win a car. Very good chance you get the keys to a new car.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. I can't promise that yet, but if
real
a sponsor,
car or is it just
proper car, if a sponsor comes to the party,
oh yeah, sweet,
right?
Merkel,
whatever. Well, come and see us. Come and see the corporate team. Righto, let's dive in. Okay, up you get on the ropes. Oh, gee, yeah, big frog splash. Is that one of the moves? Yeah. Thanks again to PWA. Righto. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Question 1. How many players have played NRL for West's Tigers?
Oh,
I asked this question last week.
See
too.
that? Tell me that's easy. He was the last one.
Yep, you're right there.
27.
You're right there.
Why am I going
You're trying to think of
302?
What number are you?
Nah, yeah, that's way too many.
No, hang on. No, is that, are you locking that in?
No, I'm 287.
You're 287. Okay.
No, it'll be like 290, 298 or something.
We reckon there's been 10 since you?
No.
Tick
I'm
tock,
way
time's
off.
ticking. You're going to have to give me a number, mate. Look,
295.
295.
Yeah.
Okay. Timmy was 291.
Wow, I'm
Yeah,
way
wow.
off.
Yep.
Why did I
Way
think
off.
300?
Don't worry.
Wow.
Pick yourself up. Come on.
Yeah, no.
Come on, shake it off. Righto. Okay, and I asked this question last week as well. If you listened to or watched last week's episode, you'll know the answer. You didn't know, did you?
No, it doesn't.
How many players have made their NRL debut this season for West's Tigers?
Oh, wow. For West, so NRL debut or actual?
NRL debut
Damn.
for us, yeah.
It'll be like 14.
Will it?
Oh, there might be club debuts.
It is in double figures, you're right.
Yeah.
Will it be 14? I mean, what are you locking in?
I'll go 13.
13?
Yeah.
That's final answer?
Yeah.
And it's 11.
Wow.
But you know what? That's a huge number.
It is
Out of the NRL, do you know what the nearest club rival for NRL debuts?
would be like, what, 8 or
Parramatta,
7?
with about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
It's crazy,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that number.
That's a lot.
But anyway, whether it's crazy or not, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Right? You're out of
Geez,
0.
I'm struggling, yeah.
0 and 8. Yeah, you are. Can't sugarcoat it, my friend. Okay, so you are West Tigers player number 287.
Yes.
Yes? We've got that right. Who is West's Tigers player number 286?
Who was before me? Was it Lobby?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Lock it in?
Yeah, I'll lock it in.
Yay! He's off the mark. No nudie runs
That was
on
a tough-
behind the
That
raw.
was a tough one.
Yep, so yeah, he made it as 18th man,
18th
didn't
man,
he?
yeah. I think it was the game before.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just thinking that.
And then he played his very first starting match
Starting
with
game,
when you
yeah.
made your debut
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking
against
about.
the Dragons.
We did like the jersey presser together
Yes.
pretty much.
The lobster. Okay, question 4. You're on 3 out of 12. Question 4. Don't worry. You just don't want to come at the bottom of the pile.
No.
West Tigers are playing their 25th season in the NRL. The very first game that the club played was against Brisbane Broncos on the 6th of February 2000. You need to tell me where that match was played, what venue.
Oh, I should know this. I'm going to say Leichhardt.
Is that your final answer?
I don't like that look. What was its son called? I don't know.
I'll give you it was a home game.
Oh, was it Camp? Oh, no. Was it? Yeah, I'll go Leichhardt.
So locking Leichhardt in.
I don't want to, though. No, I'll go Campbelltown.
Which way are you going? You going southwest or are you going inner west? Where are you going?
It might even be Lidcombe. No, I don't know. I'll go Leichhardt. I'm going Leichhardt. Oh, well.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that's my final answer.
Yes?
Yeah.
Campbelltown. I gave you the chance. I thought you were going. Okay. 4 out of 16. Question 5. How many minutes did you play in your NRL debut match? Was it 18, 19 or 20?
20.
Locking in?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Alrighty, here we go. 8 points. Okay, question 6. Can you name another current NRL player with the name Reuben?
Reuben Cotter.
Correct. For a bonus point. Give me another.
Jeez.
5, 4,
Oh my gosh.
3, 2, 1. Garrick.
Oh.
All right, no, you got that. Anyway, that was
Yeah,
just a
that
bit
was
of
tough.
beep, bit. Right, so what do we got? It's 12. 3 4s. No, you've picked it up. You finished strong. It's not how you start, it's how you finish the podcast.
Exactly.
Here's the bonus question. Okay. This is for 13 points is your max score, which is only, let's be honest, was only average.
Yes.
It's mediocre.
Yeah, yeah.
Slightly better than average. 12.5 would be average. Can't get that. So, when did South Sydney Rabbitohs, Reuben, listen quickly, when did South Sydney Rabbitohs last play at Campbelltown Sports Stadium? Was it 1999? It's a long time ago. 2009 or 2019?
Oh, man.
1999, 2009 or 2019, the last time South Sydney played at Campbelltown.
I'll go
4, 3,
2009.
1. 2009?
Yeah.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
Locking that in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in. Oh.
Wah, 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 wah. Crazily enough, can you believe South Sydney have not played there for 26 years?
Oh, jeez.
1999. And they've never, ever played West Tigers at Campbelltown.
Oh, wow.
I found it crazy as well. So their last time they played was against West Magpies in 1999.
Yeah.
Scando was playing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Tommy Radonicus was the Magpies coach.
Yep, yeah.
Craig Coleman, Tugger Coleman, he was South Sydney coach. And I tell you, Timmy Brasher was fullback for the Bunnies, scored 2 tries against us. I've done a bit of research on that. That's not top of my head. There you go. Can you believe it? Anyway, welcome to the Bunnies' first ever match against West Tigers this weekend at Campbelltown Sports Stadium. Rube, thanks for jumping in.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
It is a great story, mate, and I'm really happy that you've got to this point in your journey, and I know there's still quite a few chapters to come. All
Hopefully.
right?
Thank you.
Awesome. There is Reuben Porter. I was going to call you Reuben Cotter. I didn't. Glad I didn't. We'll do it all again next week. A big weekend, as I say, at Campbelltown Sports Stadium. So if you can get there, we'd love to see you there, whether it be on Saturday or Sunday or both. And all the best of luck to our teams this weekend. As I say, we'll do it all again next week, same time, same place. Until then, show your stripes.
Behind the Law, the official podcast of West Tigers.